I'm Ella Richardson, and I'm here to talk about my time in the CEE-TECH program for young Black professionals. I entered this program without expectations, but just the gratitude of being able to have something to look forward to. Since the beginning, it has been nothing short of a miracle to be amongst amazing like-minded individuals. I've grown and learned so much from each and every one of you. Different views, different ideas, different mindset, but we somehow manage to work together and treat each other with respect. I've grown to admire all. My time in the program has opened my eyes to the tech world era, the era that's changing ever so rapidly, and I will say that I've learned a whole lot. It was intensive and inspiring at the same time. I never knew how much work there is in what I was looking forward to. However, it never stopped me from wanting to get to the finish line. The program on a whole has opened my eyes for the better because I now know or have an idea of what's being done, and I will use that, what I've gained, from start to finish and put those skills to use and master it with what I know, as well as some of the sides that we're given to help establish ourselves and become familiar with. I was overwhelmed throughout some of what we were learning, of course, but I still had a positive outlook because of how interesting it was for me. I say coding is tough, but I know once I apply myself and put my mind to it, I know I can do it and become better at it. There's nothing negative I can say about CEE-TECH because the staff was super amazing and patient with us through it all. They were always there to lend a helping hand. They will truly be a part of me because they made the program as enjoyable as possible, despite the work that was cut out for us all. There's nothing I would change about my journey throughout, and I am grateful to have met them. And I just want to give thanks for the opportunity and the experience on a whole. I will utilize these skills for my future endeavors. Thank you.
When I joined the CEE-TECH training program, I had a very basic understanding of technology and all its different elements. But through the group sessions and the one-on-one meetings, I learned about all those things and a lot more. The conversations we shared were always educational and stimulating, and I left every session feeling like I walked away with more knowledge than I came with. And the lessons that were taught are things that I'll be striving to apply to my day-to-day life moving forward. But one of my favorite things about CEE is its dedication to the Black community and our growth. I've attended a few different skills training programs before, and even throughout school, I've never had the opportunity to be in a space devoted to our community, where I felt like I was seen, understood, and valued. And those things made a significant difference in the way that I valued this experience. Shout out to Tech Nation and our phenomenal instructors, Maya and Olivia. I appreciate all the ways you ladies have supported and guided me through all my personal and learning obstacles over the last few months. You queens are so inspirational, and I admire the way you ladies brought our members together and made us feel like a family by creating a safe space where we are able to be vulnerable and get to know one another more and more every day with those great morning scrums and discussions. Thank you, CEE. This has been a liberating experience for me, and I greatly appreciate it.
My name is Fitzo, a CEE-TECH alumni. From the day I stumbled on the website to the last session of the program, CEE-TECH was such a thrill. Making my first games, templates, NFT, and websites was an amazing experience. Even though I aim to learn programming through the course, I also developed an interest in web, graphics design, and data. Lighthouse Labs gave us the basics on coding, which was a huge stepping stone for me. But above all, Olivia and Maya created a safe environment where we can share our ideas and always feel valued. Despite me being new to the country and the culture, they made sure I never feel like an outsider. I want to say thank you to them and the rest of the CEE-TECH staff for creating such an amazing opportunity and giving me the chance for it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nicole Cruz. I am a CEE-TECH alumni. When I started CEE-TECH, I can honestly say I didn't know why I was starting it or why I was doing it. I was on a road of trying to figure out what it is that I needed in my life. to be able to put it back on track and figure something out that works for my lifestyle with kids and being a stay-at-home parent. Being a mother of 3 without much support is very hard to find a job or even be in school. And CEE made it very accessible and taught me values, I would say is the word, of what it is that I'm looking for and what I can achieve. When I started CEE-TECH, I doubted a lot of my abilities, but the support that they have given me has proven to me that I could be much more. It has opened doors for me that I thought I wasn't going to be able to open anytime soon. The belief that Maya and Olivia put and the way they supported me made me open up my mind into things that I can do. Thanks to them, I actually opened recently a braids business. I always knew I had the skill, but I didn't have the motivation to actually start. But with the support of Olivia, I actually gave it a go. With that, I say thank you to everybody that was part of my journey, and I hope to continue seeing you guys down the road. It was awesome.
I learned so much in this CEE-TECH program. I originally joined the program so that I could learn coding skills, but I ended up learning and enjoying a lot of the creative aspects. So when we worked on the NFTs, I also was able to explore Photoshop on my own, and I found that very much useful. I also really liked when we spoke with Ashley, and I also was given an opportunity on my own to explore crypto and the blockchain world. I think that's definitely where I found my footing, and I am now trying to find a way to make all of that work. I've gained a better perspective on myself, on what works for me, what doesn't work for me. Again, I originally thought I was going to gravitate heavily towards the coding, and I found it just wasn't it for me. Walking away from this, I'm definitely having a better sense of myself, better sense of what works for me. I've always known I was a bit of a creative person, but actually seeing and trying out different things, I found that, I definitely need a creative outlet. I think finding something creative within Photoshop and things of the sort would definitely be great for me, and I'm really grateful for the program for pushing me in so many different directions, showing me so many different opportunities as well.
Hi, I'm Michael, and this is my testimonial. First off, I'm gonna say my story is different than anyone else's. And if it isn't, salute to you, because we both know we had a long, rigorous journey to get to this point. And my journey, it didn't start here and it won't end here, I'll tell you that much. I came in this program knowing what I wanted to do, and I left knowing what I wanted to do. When I first came to CEE, I wanted to learn more about coding, web design, video games. By the time I left, I wanted to do graphic design and 3D modeling. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because, honestly, it's okay to change your mind. We're only human. And sometimes change is good. I came to CEE on a whim just because I was fascinated with coding. And in the process, I learned what I wanted to do as a career. I admit, I was very fascinated with coding since I was a kid. With my first computer, I was building video games and stuff like that. But honestly, I couldn't wait for coding to get started with CEE. I really couldn't wait. And while I waited, Olivia and Maya, they gracefully submerged us in different aspects of tech, which then made me realize one of my passions since I was a kid, along with computers, was I love to draw. I've been drawing since I was a little kid, cartoons, anime, and stuff like that. I love all aspects of graphic design, so everything was just perfect. I just used my resources, got everything I needed for graphic design. As I was going on, I realized I wanted to do that. So as I'm getting into the program and stuff like that, we're just doing bare different stuff. We're doing we entered the metaverse. We built a video game. we're doing some graphic design stuff, like, you know. So by the time we got to coding, I realized that like I didn't want to do coding anymore, but it wasn't a bad thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I realized what I actually wanted to do, which was like graphic design, and like everything that I was learning, like while we were getting up to the coding, like everything that I was learning in between went hand in hand. Like, you know, like, so like with the graphic design, I also wanted to do NFTs. So like I started learning about drawing NFTs, and then we did a presentation where we had to draw NFTs, ironically, and like, you know, just everything was going hand in hand. So like, I don't know. Hold on, I kind of messed up, yo. I was actually reading some notes. I'm just gonna keep it honest, like, you know. But then I kind of just went off my head and started saying a 1, 2. You know how I get sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it authentic because it's me, you know. But anyways, let me see where I was. So yeah, basically, like, yeah, like I've done a lot of programs in my life, like, you know. And like this program, I'm gonna say is one of the best programs, and I'm gonna tell you why. Like, I was in another program before this, and like there was a one lady of color. She really stood up for me, like, you know, she did the most to try to help me succeed, like, you know, she even did the most to try to help me get into C, like, you know. But then, like, when you get into a place like C, it's different, like, you know. It's like where I was in a program where there was like one lady going to bat for me. Now I'm in a program or an organization where the whole organization is going back for me, you know. Having one lawyer is good, but having a team of lawyers is better, in my personal opinion, you know. So it's very comfortable, like, you know. And then Maya and Olivia's teaching styles is wonderful too. They're very engaging, like, you know. It makes everybody want to participate. All in all, it was a good experience. I definitely learned, like, a lot of the things that I learned in C. I took it and used it in my real life, like, you know. I applied a lot of things into my real life, and, you know, it's all been a part of my journey. I don't know if I really did this testimonial thing right, but you know how it goes. You guys tell me what you guys think, like, you know. But all in all, it was a real experience, and like, you know, I'm sorry I sound like this too. I'm kind of sick too, like, which is a bad thing too, like, you know. But it's okay. It's a little cold. But yeah, like, you know, this is real dedication. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Let me check the time. It's 3:34, like, you know. You guys enjoy, bro. That's my testimonial. Nothing too serious. Just, you know, always remember you're your own worst enemy. Manifestation is real. If you tell yourself you can't do it, you can't do it. If you tell yourself you can, you can. And don't forget the 9 I wills. You guys enjoy the rest of your graduation.